a little light, little street light coming at you live from the pavement. What up? It's your boy Ray. Revelations with Ray. Quick zippity doo woppity doo wop. Now let me stop. What's up, good people? Coming at you live from the pavement, cause your boy ain't get his run in today. So after this Revelations, we gonna go for a little quick 2-mile scoot. Oh, look, the gate is open for me. How nice. Since I lost that weight, I can squeeze through that thing. Woo! Real swift. But anyway, what's up, good people? Welcome to the Revelations with Ray. I am half of the GrayScale podcast, which is now airing on Friday nights and not Saturdays. Friday nights. So make sure you tune in. Go like the page. Give us some likes. Give us some love. If you're watching the video, hit the like, hit the love button. Go ahead, shoot it up so it can pop up in other people's news feeds. Thank you very much. I just want to hop on here real quick and talk to you about influences. Influences. The good, the bad, the ugly. I want you to think about who are the people that influence you in your life. How do you allow those influences to influence your decision making? And when those influencers go against the things that you stand for, how does it make you feel when they try to influence you to do something that you don't necessarily agree with? So we're talking about influences. I think it's safe to say anyway, that all of us start out being influenced by our parents, our siblings, if we have any, especially if you're a younger sibling, you're influenced by your older siblings. As you begin to grow, you have people that are put in charge over you, like your teachers, things like that, that are also become influencers to you. I want to say, I think personally for me in my life, I was influenced by my parents, good, bad, influenced by mentors. I would say, though, the biggest influences in my life have been probably in terms of influencing my decisions and behavior. I would like to say God, but probably celebrities. Sports celebrities, music celebrities, movie celebrities, people in the limelight, and I feel like that may be the case for a lot of people. A lot of our stars and the people that we look up to in the entertainment field have a great deal of influence over probably a lot of us. And I only started thinking about it because, when thinking about not only this upcoming election, but also, past elections, especially the first year Obama ran, and a lot of musicians, hip-hop artists ran the whole vote or die campaign. That's pretty strong. You know what I'm saying? Vote or die. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's that serious. To some it is, and to a certain extent possibly. Obviously there's some power to voting if people are being hindered from doing so. So anyway, I got to thinking about influences and influencers and how it makes me feel, especially when it comes to politics and which way you should think in terms of your social construct and things like that, and the way you believe that things should be and the way you really want to go. And just, really looking at a lot of the entertainers, that I like, and the way they view things, and to each his own, they're still human beings. I find it interesting that, these people are pushing you, instead of pushing you one way or the other, in terms of how to cast your vote and the things that you want to do. Now, for me, it would be one thing if they were just, talking about what they were doing and giving their pros and cons for doing so, as opposed to, especially having that type of power, as opposed to saying, no, go vote for this person. No, encourage somebody to do their research and to study up on the things that they're voting for, or going after doing, as opposed to saying, this is what I'm doing, this is what you should do because you're a fan of mine, because I'm an influencer. And I mean, the way the world is made up, I guess, for the most part, that's how things work, which is why I find it very important for people to be independent thinkers. It's okay to side with the crowd if you actually side with them, but not just to be siding with them just because you feel like it's the cool thing to do or the end thing to do, or you want to have some good rapport with this group of people and things like that. I feel like that's what has gotten America to the place that America is in, where we don't have a lot of independent voters, a lot of independent thinkers, but we have a lot of people participating in mob mentality rule, where it's like, this is what you should be doing because this is what we're doing, and if you want to be a part of this pack, this is what you got to do. And it's like, I guess that's cool, but at the end of the day, be brave enough to stand on your own, because when you go lay in that pine box, nobody's gonna be laying there next to you, unless it's your spouse or your seed or sibling or somebody that died at the same time, and they have some sort of special funeral where y'all boxed in together. At the end of the day, it's great to live on earth, but he who so loved the world, lost his soul, or however the hell the saying goes. So, at the end of the day, you're gonna go land that pine box by yourself, and if people can respect your decisions and your mind state and be cordial about it, and actually try to bring you on to the other side of the table with actual factual facts that make sense and not half-ass facts, then don't allow influencers to mob mentality you into doing something you don't want to do or believe is the right thing to do. And that just goes all across the board. Even if let's take your job, for example, at work. A lot of times you're influenced by the people that are put in position over you, or that are in position over you, and you want to get to these levels and you want to get to these spots, but you got to be careful, because there are rules in place that say you can do this and do that, and these are the structures that are in place to help you grow in your company and in the company that you work for. And sometimes the people above you may have gotten there by doing the right things, but now that they're there, they may be doing some things that don't sit well with you, or they may be doing some things that if you follow behind, not gonna get you in the same position that they in, because it's not the things that they did to get where they are. So you got to be mindful of maintaining your standards, and having a mind of your own. Again, listen to your gut. If it don't feel right, don't go with it. A lot of times you just feel it, you know what I'm saying? And yes, these people are influencers because of their status and position in life, i.e. Manager, i.e. supervisor, i.e. celebrity. But you have to go with your gut and know when to turn off that faucet of influence when somebody's trying to steer you away from the goal that you set for yourself, and something that you may be looking to achieve that they've already achieved. And this just goes across the board in anything that you're doing. Sometimes people will let you get close. Your influencers will let you get close to the goal, but then when you get too close, they might start throwing some sprinkles out there and shit, and now you got to make some decisions. You dig what I'm saying? So now you got to make some decisions of do I continue to follow down every single move that this influencer that I'm listening to makes, or do I begin to carve out my own path? And that's just all around life, and something that I'm starting to realize and deal with myself, that just all around throughout life, whether it's home life, work life, whatever you're doing, like, you have to know when to start carving out your own path. Basically, like, okay, enough is enough. I learned enough from this influencer. Now it's time for me to be an influencer of my own, to those that are now coming up after me and looking at me. Not saying me in particular, but saying you and yourself. It just comes to a point where you have to step aside and say, okay, teacher, I'm done being a student. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know when the time is right for you in your particular field and area of life. And you'll know, your gut will let you know, even if you're not all the way ready, it'll let you know when it's time to jump up out the box. And, the only way that you're going to be fully ready is to get to that next step. So, anyway, I just want you to be mindful of the influences that you have in your life. Take a look around you. They say that the 5 people you talk to the most are the people that you're most likely to be like. And those are the people that are influencing you the most. If you don't talk to 5 people, if you're talking to 2 and, the rest of your time spent with the radio and the TV, include those as entities. Whatever music you listen to is entity number 3. You could be listening to your mom, your dad. Then you're listening to music. That's entity number 3. You're watching TV. That's entity number 4. You're reading books. Entity number 5. So whatever it is you surrounding yourself with and filling up your thoughts with are the things that you most likely to be like. Whether it's human, face to face, or like I said, books, movies, music, the things that you soak in are the things that'll make you. So anyway, think about your influences. I'm gonna get up out the way. Your boy about to go on his night job. Y'all pray for me. I ain't trying to be no Aubrey out here. R.I.P. On another note, y'all make sure y'all tune into the GrayScale. As always, it's nothing but peace and love, baby. Be safe.